It was a bright and beautiful Monday morning at Bright Valley School. The sun shined through the classroom windows, and the sound of students laughing filled the hallways. Everyone was excited for another day of learning, friendship, and adventure. Among the students walking through the busy hallway were 5 friends who always stayed together. Maya was a creative teenager who loved drawing, designing, and coming up with new ideas. She always carried a small notebook filled with sketches and imagination. Ethan was curious and loved discovering how things worked. Whenever he saw something interesting, he wanted to understand it, build it, or improve it. Zoe was the question master of the group. She was always asking why, how, and what if, because she believed every mystery had an answer. Benny was the youngest of the group. He was full of energy, always smiling, and ready for something exciting to happen. Leah was calm and thoughtful. She was the friend who listened carefully and always helped everyone find a solution. As the 5 friends walked toward their classroom, they laughed and talked about their upcoming school project. "I hope our presentation goes well this week," Maya said. "Don't worry," Ethan replied. "We always figure things out together." Suddenly, Zoe stopped walking. "Wait, did you guys see that?" Everyone turned around. Near the lockers at the end of the hallway was a backpack they had never seen before. It was sitting quietly on the floor, glowing with a soft blue and golden light. The hallway suddenly felt more interesting. "Is that backpack shining?" Benny asked with wide eyes. The friends slowly walked closer. "It looks like it belongs to someone," Leah said. "Maybe we should find the owner." They looked around the hallway, but no one seemed to be searching for it. The backpack continued glowing gently. Maya carefully picked it up. "It feels warm," she said. Ethan looked closely at the strange design. "This doesn't look like an ordinary backpack." Zoe smiled with curiosity. "There is only one way to find out what's inside." The friends gathered around. Slowly, Maya opened the zipper. A bright flash of colorful light filled the hallway. Everyone stepped back in surprise. Then something jumped out. It was a ruler, but not a normal ruler. The ruler had tiny eyes, a cheerful smile, and little cartoon arms. "Hello, everyone," the ruler said happily. The 5 friends stared. Nobody spoke for a moment. Then Benny shouted, "The ruler just talked." The ruler laughed. "Yes, I did. My name is Raleigh, and I'm here to help." The friends looked at each other. "This is officially the strangest morning ever," Ethan said. Raleigh the ruler hopped onto a nearby desk. "I can help students learn, organize, and solve problems," he explained. The friends were amazed. "Can you really help us with our school project?" Maya asked. "Of course," Raleigh answered proudly. The ruler stretched across the desk and began measuring everything around him. But instead of helping, things quickly became funny. Raleigh measured books, chairs, pencils, and even a classroom door. "The door is exactly the correct size for entering," Raleigh announced. Everyone laughed. Then Raleigh accidentally measured Ethan's backpack and started giving a report. "This backpack contains 3 notebooks, 2 pens, 1 snack, and 1 very confused student." The entire class laughed. The friends realized the magical backpack was not just a mystery. It was an adventure waiting to happen. Later that day, they opened the backpack again. Inside was another glowing item. A notebook floated into the air. "Hello," the notebook said. The friends smiled. They knew this was only the beginning. The floating notebook slowly moved around the classroom, spinning gently in the air. "Hello, friends. I am Nori the notebook," it said. "I can help you remember important ideas and organize your thoughts." The friends looked amazed. "This backpack keeps surprising us," Zoe said. Nori opened its pages, and colorful writing appeared by itself. "Let's create a perfect plan for your school project," the notebook announced. At first, everything seemed helpful. Nori wrote down ideas, created lists, and helped the friends organize their work. But then Nori became too excited. "I have more ideas," the notebook shouted. Suddenly, pages started filling with hundreds of notes. Ideas covered the desks. Plans covered the walls. Even the classroom board was full of colorful writing. "Maybe we have too many ideas," Leah laughed. The friends worked together to calm Nori down and organize the notes. They learned that having many ideas was great, but choosing the best ones was important. The magical backpack glowed again. This time, a bright rainbow pencil appeared. Wow, Maya said. This one looks amazing. The pencil floated into her hand. I'm Spark, the creative pencil, it said. Anything you draw can come to life for a little while. The friends became excited. Maya drew a beautiful tree. Suddenly, a colorful tree appeared in the classroom. Benny drew a funny cartoon animal. The animal jumped around happily. Everyone laughed. But soon, the classroom became filled with too many drawings. A giant sandwich drawing appeared. A group of dancing flowers appeared. A tiny castle appeared in the corner. The friends laughed as they tried to organize everything. We need a plan, Ethan said. The group worked together. Maya used creativity. Ethan found ways to arrange the drawings. Zoe created a better system. Leah guided everyone calmly. Benny helped with his endless energy. Together, they returned the classroom to normal. The backpack glowed one more time. A tiny robot rolled out. It had small wheels, bright eyes, and a friendly smile. Greetings, the robot said. I am Robo, your organizing assistant. The friends cheered. Robo quickly moved around the classroom, placing books in order, arranging supplies, and helping everyone stay organized. This robot is incredible, Ethan said, watching Robo move around the classroom. Robo smiled and adjusted the stack of materials carefully. The best results happen when everyone works together, Robo replied. The friends looked at each other and smiled. They were beginning to understand the backpack's true lesson. The magical items were not powerful because they could talk, draw, measure, or create amazing things. Their real power came from something much more important. They helped people share ideas, support each other, and work as a team. The friends carried the magical backpack back to their classroom and placed it safely on the shelf. They wondered what other lessons the backpack might teach them in the future. The next morning, something unusual caught Maya's attention. Near the classroom window, a student was sitting alone. His name was Lucas. Lucas was a kind boy, but he was very quiet. He often became nervous whenever he had to speak in front of many people. That day, the teacher announced a big class project presentation. Every group needed to explain their ideas in front of everyone. While other students excitedly discussed their plans, Lucas looked down at his desk. His face showed worry. I don't think I can do it, Lucas said softly. Maya noticed his worried expression and walked over. Everyone feels nervous sometimes, Maya said kindly. But you don't have to face it alone. Zoe, Ethan, and the others joined them. You can be part of our team, Ethan said. Lucas looked surprised. Really? You want me on your team? Of course, Zoe replied. Every person has something special to add. The friends invited Lucas to join their project. Together, they began preparing. They opened the magical backpack and brought out the helpful items. Nori, the notebook, organized their ideas and made sure everyone remembered their tasks. Raleigh, the ruler, helped create a neat presentation layout. Spark, the rainbow pencil, designed colorful drawings that made their project easier to understand. Robo carefully arranged the project materials and helped everyone stay organized. But the most important thing the friends gave Lucas was not magic. It was encouragement. You already understand the topic, Maya told him. You just need to believe in yourself. The group practiced again and again. At first, Lucas spoke very quietly. But every time he practiced, he became a little more confident. His friends cheered for every improvement. You're getting better, Ethan said. Keep going, Zoe encouraged. Finally, presentation day arrived. The classroom was filled with students waiting for each group to present. When it was Lucas's turn, he walked to the front of the classroom. His heart was beating quickly. His hands shook a little. For a moment, he wanted to stop. Then he looked at his friends. They smiled and nodded, reminding him that he was not alone. Lucas took a deep breath. He began speaking. At first, his voice was quiet, but slowly he became stronger. He explained his ideas clearly and proudly. The entire class listened carefully. When Lucas finished, the classroom filled with applause. Lucas smiled with surprise. I did it, he said. Yes, you did, Maya replied. And you did it because you believed in yourself. After school, the 5 friends gathered around the magical backpack. They looked at the glowing items inside and thought about everything they had learned. They finally understood that the greatest magic was never inside the backpack. The true magic was the kindness they showed, the creativity they shared, and the teamwork that helped them overcome challenges. The glowing backpack slowly closed. The friends walked through the hallway together, carrying a lesson they would never forget. No matter how difficult a challenge may seem, it becomes easier when people support each other, because teamwork can turn impossible problems into amazing achievements. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel and comment below sharing your thoughts.